Hello, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to, it's that time of year, it happens twice a year, but we're going to take a look at the pieces that I'm going to offer up for sale during this weekend's Comic Art Live online convention. So it's a good opportunity, 2 times a year to kind of go through the collection, see what I have, see what I might be willing to kind of let go of, see off to a new home. And as I was going through things this time, it's kind of fun. Like I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty comfortable with the collection. I'll still continue to buy, I'm sure. But as I was going through it, there's not like a lot of really huge big pieces that I deem that don't quite fit in the collection anymore. There are some fun pieces for sure. Some pages that I maybe a little heavy on. Outside of Transformers, the Transformer stuff I holding on to that stuff. But anyway, so we're gonna start off. We'll show I'll show the published pages that I have, and then we'll go through. There's some like commissions and kind of other warm up sketches and stuff like that I have available as well. So we'll jump right in and we'll get started with some Gunslinger Spawn stuff. Now, I still love Gunslinger Spawn. I love Brett Booth, Adelso Corona. I love their work. I have a nice selection of pages from the run, and now this is a story. So Gunslinger Spawn is all about the art and the design. The story is fun, but it's relatively basic. So sometimes the story beat moments don't hit as hard with me because they haven't stayed with me as long as like the Transformers. Those moments, those panel pages are all about the moments, and a lot of moments in the Gunslinger Spawn stuff just looks really damn cool, and they still do. But I have some pieces that I just kind of rank higher than some other pieces that I have. So that's why it's kind of like, well, maybe I'll offer these up, and if I end up with them, that's fine too. But all right, so this is a really cool one from issue 7. It's a nice like splash page kind of page that it's from issue 7 where he. Javier Gunslinger is going to he goes to one of his secret stashes of weapons, so he kind of restocks for the upcoming battle. And I love the it's like that kind of classic scene of the hero suiting up, so you got him like just kind of restocking the knives. He's got a bag of guns. All the while, just this really great, strong, full page splash image of Gunslinger. So that's the kind of page that I love. But I have a couple covers. Like I have the cover to issue 21, which is like my favorite Gunslinger Spawn image that has come out yet. So it doesn't offer as many of the kind of the impact story beat moments. So that's one that I can let go of. And here's another one that this is a pencil page example from Gunslinger. It's Gunslinger issue 15, page 17. Another Brett Booth pure pencils piece, which is they're somewhat rare. A lot of the series was inks over pencils, but there were some instances where Adelso Corona had to bow out for a little bit, and the inks on these issues were all done digitally. So. Yeah, I love this kind of look of Gunslinger going for the gun, pulling out the sawed-off shotgun kind of thing there. That's a great image, great pose. But I still have another pencil example that I think I'll bring it down to just have one pure pencils example from the series, and that's one from issue 6 that I think I'm gonna hold on to that one because that's one. I just kind of rank a little higher than this one, but it's a great page. It's a wonderful image of Gunslinger, and if you're a kind of somebody who likes the pencil stuff, Brett Booth's pencils, up close especially, they're beautiful, and I thoroughly enjoy them. So, but yeah, we'll see if someone else wants to bring that one home. Now here's one that I've actually offered up before, still available. It's a Gunslinger Spawn issue 16, page 9. Now, this features the character Focus, which is a speedster that Brett Booth created for the Gunslinger series. But it's just a strong page with the Focus panel, and then you've got 2 Gunslinger Spawn images as well on there. Really cool. The Focus has a series that's supposed to come out at some point in time, but yeah, that's a good example of why I don't do auction stuff as much. So I won that one on auction. I still really like it. It's just I could do without it because it does become a little bit redundant. And yeah. So we'll offer it up and see what happens. Now, next up, another one that I have a few pages, a few examples of that I'm kind of looking to trim it down to just one example of, and it's like a series that I love. I really enjoyed when these became available. Now, this is it's Green Arrow, issue 14, page 12. This is from the Phil Hester and Andy Parks art from the Kevin Smith written series. So. This is a nice page from the end of towards the end of Kevin Smith's run, where Oliver's son has been attacked, and then he is off to for the final confrontation with Onomatopoeia, and actually I have another Onomatopoeia page, like the death of Onomatopoeia. I've offered that one before. I'll offer that one again this weekend as well, and both of them come with these these Bodner's auction. This was the Kevin Smith offered up his personal stash of pages, and there's a New Jersey auction house that he auctioned them off at, and each of them came with a signed certificate of authenticity. I've mentioned those before in the past, but yeah, it's cool. I mean, it's fun to have that. It's good to know that right from Kevin Smith's secret or not secret stash, that's his store, but his personal stash. All right, now. Next up, there's this is an example of a page that I'm letting go because I want to pare it down to one example from this artist, and it's not what this is. There's a cover that I got at OAX, that Dracula cover from Matt Wagner. That's the one I'm going to keep in the collection. But this is a page from Batman and the Monster Men. It's a Matt Wagner page, but it's my love of Jim Gordon. It's this page that I have in the collection. It's Jim Gordon being confronted by some crooked cops, and he gets into a little tussle with them. So I really love that. I love Jim Gordon pages, but as we look at the collection, I could do without it. I'd also be fine. I'd actually be fine keeping any of these things, but in the spirit of going through the collection and offering them up, I thought it's a good good exercise. Now here's one that I've offered before, but I still love it. I still have it. Again, every time I look at a page that I'm offering up that's in the collection, I do love it. I enjoy these pages. There's a reason why I bought them initially, but so it's just a nice opportunity to pull them out and look at them again. But anyway, it's a Tom Riley page. It's from the Ant-Man miniseries. It's towards the end of the miniseries. It's issue 4, where they go against the All-Father version of Ultron, and you get the 3 different versions of the Ant-Man. We got Scott Lang. This is the future Ant-Man here in the middle, and then oh my God, what am I? Hank Pym. Why am I blanking there? But yeah, that's a fun one. I that was actually used at the back of the trade paperback, that image, but. In looking at Tom Riley stuff, I've talked about how much I love his work. I have a lot of pages of his work in the collection. And as he continues to work on G.I. Joe, those are the things that, while I enjoyed the Ant-Man miniseries, I would rather have the examples I have from Tom be more tailored towards my personal loves, and that's G.I. Joe. So I'll I have some G.I. Joe stuff in the works, and just it's all part of the process, right? Now here's a couple other pages that I've talked a little bit about in the past. I actually opened these, received these last year sometime, but it's 2 pages from the Jonah Hex series. They're by Luke Ross. They're both from issue 2, and there's some really great pencil work. These were published directly from the pencils. They were colored. And then published. So there are no actual inks that were created for these pages. And up here, this is during that series, there were a bunch of like chapter breaks in the story, and that was one of the chapter breaks that's across the top there. But that's issue 2, page 7, and this one is page 19 from the same issue. So a cool action shot of Jonah Hex running from the explosion there, and. Yeah, so the reason I'm letting these go, I still have I have one more. I have 3 currently, but I'd still have one more Jonah Hex example from the series, a Luke Ross pencil piece that I really like that one a little more because it has the horse, it has Batlash on it. And it's just a fun a fun page that I could, if I trim it down to have just one example, that'd be okay. So, and then again, some more. These I've offered up before, but another opportunity to offer them up again, maybe at a slightly lower price. But it's a couple Planet of the Apes pieces. This is from the 23, when Marvel relaunched the Planet of the Apes series. It's set in the Caesar timeline, but this is a story about Pug the gorilla. He actually, whereas Caesar was leading the apes in San Francisco, Pug is leading his group in Europe. So it talks about, the story introduces the character of Pug. He was a circus gorilla, and then he talks about how he rises to power and leads his group of apes. So, and that one is Dave Wachter, and the fun thing about that is, that miniseries was 5 issues, and there were only a couple pieces that were done traditionally for that series. There were 2 double-page spreads. I still have I have one of those, and then there were 2 panel pages. Actually, one panel page and 1 splash page. So this is actually the only single panel page that was done for the series. Everything else was done digitally. So it's kind of fun. And then, I'm willing to let that one go, because I still have that double page spread, which shows the Battle of San Francisco, and has Caesar and Koba and it's the Maurice. They're kind of leading the revolt there. So, and in this one, I still like this one, but I'm not gonna, it's not gonna be one that's gonna end up on the wall. It's Planet of the Apes Cataclysm #1. It's a variant cover by Joe Quinones. It shows, that's a story of what happened when the moon blew up, because in the original Planet of the Apes film, there is no moon. So, because if there was a moon, that wouldn't be a very interesting big reveal at the end of the movie. But yeah, so this story shows how that exploded, what was going on during the time. So it's like a prequel to the original film. So the last published page that I have is from it's an issue of Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It's a Ken Lashley page, and I love this page for a couple different reasons. But it's a story. It's a flashback scene of a young Peter Parker, and it's talking about, it's just a good Uncle Ben life lesson page. It's Uncle Ben talking to Peter about, not to judge people, it's like not up to us to determine what he does with the money. It's just, the importance is to kind of trust and to give and to help where you can. So it's a good life lesson from Uncle Ben page. I had envisioned to kind of have that on the wall to frame it, and in the house, just to kind of show, just as a a subtle reminder for like my kids of what you should be like. But I know that's, realistically, I'm not going to be able to frame that in the house. I still have some other things. I've got that Brian Hitch, George Washington page that I want to frame. So it's all about, how many times do I want to say, like, how many times do I want to test how much original art I can get into the rest of the house outside of the collection room. So I just probably won't. I probably won't end up getting that on the wall. So, and that's okay. But I just figured I'd offer it up this weekend. Now, next up, we'll take a look at some of the more like unpublished pieces that I have available for sale. And first one is a fun one. It's like an animation pencil sketch of Prince Adam, or He-Man, from the Masters of the Universe original cartoon series. So it would have been done in the animation process to get the in the pencil stage, and then so I just think it's a fun piece. Again, it's one that I wanted to kind of get up on the wall. I've had that for years. I've never framed it. It's been in the portfolio. I actually have some animation cells that I would probably get up on the wall before that one. So again, looking through everything and seeing what might be better cared for in someone else's collection. Maybe they would get it on the wall. More of a Masters of the Universe fan than myself. So, all right. Now here is it's a Greg Capullo pencil sketch, or pencil prelim. It's one of his grab bag sketches. I picked this one up on it's been eBay, I think, a while ago, like a couple years ago. It's a page from Spawn number 300. It's a, it's a scene with Violator and Spawn battling. And those are really fun because I always envisioned, I have a couple of those, a couple of different grab bag sketches, and I think they would look really cool. I haven't done it yet because that's the theme of, I'm behind on framing on everything. But to have a copy of the published page and then the pencil sketch kind of framed together would be pretty cool. Just to see the process of the from the design phase and then to the published page. So it's one that I've got some other DC pencil grab bags that I would likely get that done before that one. So again, much like the He-Man pencil sketch, it becomes ranking. Like, I'm behind on framing, but if I were to frame, I would frame these first and then those probably secondary. So why not offer them up and then see what happens? Here's another one. Now this is it's a Ramona Fradon piece, and I don't sell a lot of Ramona Fradon stuff just by design because I just love her stuff so much. But I was going through. I have a lot of her kind of 6x6 pencil sketches. I have a lot of those, and I thought, well, maybe I'll offer up one just to kind of have something from Ramona to offer up because it's a way of, I love her work so much, and I know some people are looking to get some of her examples of her work in their collection, but I don't know if this is the one they'd be looking for, but it's the one that I'd be willing to let go of. So it's a Mr. Freeze pencil sketch. So yeah, I had picked this one up from Catskill Comics years ago, and I have another. The only reason I would be considered offering this one is I do have another Mr. Freeze piece, but this one I just love because it's something different. It's not something that she would have done often. The Mr. Freeze pieces that I've seen don't look like this. So I still love this one, and I like that it's not just the head sketch. It's more of like a full torso. But anyway, I'd be okay if that didn't sell. But just trying to put some art out there that give a chance to people to buy some art that isn't otherwise available. So, but again, I keep staring at it, so I don't know. Anyway, all right. So here's another Tom Riley piece. I've offered this one before, but I just given the fact that talking about the G.I. Joe stuff, and I still have some other warm up kind of sketches from him that I would frame before this one, and that's why this one is being offered again. It's the Jor-El and Superman in the Fortress of Solitude piece. I do love this one, and actually I just watched the new Superman trailer, and that movie looks freaking fantastic. I can't wait to see that one. But yeah, I like this one, but I will likely frame. I have another. There's a long hair Superman warm up sketch that I have that I would probably frame before this one. So that's why, again, ranking things, and also on the back of this, it's kind of fun. There's an unfinished Spider-Man piece, because I've talked about this before, and I probably mentioned that when I offered that one before, but Tom draws on anything, and that's just a case in point. There's an unfinished Spider-Man on the back of that piece. Speaking of Spider-Man, here's another piece that I'm offering up, and again, I love this one, but I have a full commission featuring this character from Rick Leonardi, but it's a Rick Leonardi 2099 sketch that I got at Baltimore in 2018. Now, I do love this piece, but I have like I said, I have a full Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2099 11x17 piece that, I'll get that one framed. I know, broken record, right? But that one I would frame before I frame this one. So that's like, his creation. Why not try to get that into someone's collection? So, all right. Now, speaking of the Superman movie, this one, it's a fun one that I got from Doc Shaner, but it's a Metamorpho sketch that I got at Baltimore, I forget, like 2 or 3 years ago. Now, I got this one because I have a Metamorpho cover from Ramona Fradon that she did for this the Danger Street series, and Doc he inked and colored that cover, but I have the pencils of, but that was done digitally, so there was no way to get that stage of the process. So I asked him to do a metamorpho when I saw him. And again, it's just, I'm trying to kind of trim down what I have that I don't think that I would ever frame. And I haven't framed the pencil cover from Ramona. So again, just a peek inside the brain of how I'm going about doing this thing, this process. All right, here's another one, another Frankenstein piece, which I've talked about. I love these pieces, but it's a Barry Kitson Frankenstein. I think I have offered this one up before, but I love this moody take on the character. I love the shadows that he has. Like you get the shadow of over, I guess it's this side, his brow there, and yeah, it's a beautiful piece. But I ended up getting a Frankenstein piece from Rick Leonardi at Baltimore, and it's not the same, but it's similar enough that if I were to frame one of them, I would frame the Rick Leonardi sketch, because I just like how he has that, like the hand coming out there, and that kind of makes this one a little expendable. Although I love it, it's just, again, broken record. It's just going through, seeing what I would be willing to let go of. All right, now speaking of, these are really fun. The next couple pieces I have are pieces that I had picked up to try to get them into my kids' rooms, and I got some pieces in my kids' rooms, so I ended up with these never got in there, and I thought maybe there are some collectors out there who might want to try to get something a little more kid-friendly in the house and in maybe their kids' room. So I'd love to see these maybe go somewhere else. And so, all right, there's a couple. These are pieces from Greg Kirkpatrick. And he's done some he did these a while ago that he had a series of that he was offering up, and I love the concept of these. I have a handful of other ones. Some of them are already in my kids' rooms, but these never got there. They are like, it's kind of like his take on like the Scotty Young baby kind of characters. But this was I specifically asked for Colossus doing a painting, and then he added the fact that it was he's painting Wolverine. But I think that's super cool. And this is another one I specifically asked for, but it's a storm watering some flowers. So I just thought that was like really cool. These are fun. They're really, really fun. I have some other Spider-Man. I have a 2099, a Bishop, a Superman, a Doomsday. So I have others that are already in my kids' rooms, and these are a little bit of overkill. You know, I'm not going to add those into their room, so I'd rather see them maybe go off to someone else. And the same thing, these are two pieces that I picked from Franco, the artist in Baltimore in 2022. Yeah, 2022. But again, they're pieces that I never got into the rooms, but I love how he does these crayon pieces. So it's just a really fun. These are like all pretty inexpensive as well, but Miles, which I think is great, and then a Supergirl, which I also think is pretty great. So, yeah, again, just things that I never really got them where I had envisioned them to be, and I don't think my kids at this point would respond as, I mean, they would like them, but you know, again, it's how much do I want to force upon them? Whereas, like, maybe there's you know, somebody out there who's like has a baby coming, and these would be good things to kind of sneak into to a nursery. So sneak it in there while they're young, and then they can't object to you adding more art to their room. So anyway, yeah, so that's what I have available. I may add a few more pieces. I'm not sure. There's one I've been debating selling. It's another piece from Tom Riley. It's the Fantastic Four versus Namor piece that I have. It's a double page spread. It's beautiful. I love it. I love just kind of, it's in a portfolio. I love getting it out and staring at it. But, you know, same thing. If there's some G.I. Joe stuff that's coming up, maybe, I don't know. So that's one I'm debating. But then, yeah, I may, like I said, I may add some other things, but we'll see. But I enjoy the opportunity to do this every 6 months. And now I'm not saying not all of these are going to sell. I'd be fine with not all of them selling. But if they do, that's great. It's all part of the process to get them maybe into a more appreciative home, a home that really going to be maybe on a wall, be appreciated a little more. And again, I have no problem with saying, like, I've had my time with them. I have enjoyed them. All of these pieces I've looked at up close and have enjoyed them. and it's time to see if someone else would like to do the same. So anyway, I forget what the times are. It starts on Saturday. I think it's at 11 a.m. It opens up for CAF Premium members, and then I think it's 1 p.m. For everyone else. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check that. I might put the info on the screen there, but yeah. Like I said, I enjoy doing this every 6 months. And yeah, I'll be open to offers. If there's anything that you see here now before the show, even reach out. Like I can give you pricing if there's something that you're looking to pick up. I'd be happy to sell it before the show. Whatever. Shoot me an email. My email will be in the description of the video. And yeah, I'd be happy to sell them before the show. And then if I don't sell them, the email will still be there if you're watching this after the weekend, and, reach out. I would love to see them off to good homes. I love knowing where they go. So that's always fun. I was always like, seeing where the pieces end up is always like a part of the process that I enjoy. Anyway, thank you very much for watching this one, and I will see you soon.